Scoozy. Alright. Let that catch up for a second. Okay. Xavier's RC Adventure, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Get this one going here on a lovely Thursday night. I think we're almost caught up with everything. Gary, what's up, man? How's it going? Grandma must be getting here, so the doggos are making some background noise, but other than that, I think we are good to go. Everything appears to be working, so hopefully we don't have any internet problems or anything tonight. We'll call her good. So audio, everything coming through all right? I hope so. Xavier's RC. I got a question. Looking for some wide trail tires. What do I recommend? 1.9. 1.9 wide trail tires? Like overall diameter, do they need to be like smaller than normal, or does that size matter? I mean, wide, the new Proline 1.9 Baja X's, they're 4.85 inches tall, but they're a wider tire. I don't know if Proline has any of the extra wide ones. RC 4-wheel drive, I know, makes some wider ones as well. But yeah, it depends on your size. Like what's it going on, I guess, or so. Or do you have room for a bigger tire? Or do you need a smaller, more scale tire? Pitbull XL tires. There's a good. That is a wide one for sure. There. Gary, that shirt lost its sleeves. It is hot. I'm in my shop uniform till about 11 o'clock or noon. And then once I'm busy doing my thing, shop shirt's off, I'm in a cutoff in the shop. It's hot. I'm sweating. I think our heat index yesterday, I think we hit 115 yesterday with the index and all the humidity. So I was excited when I'm in the group chat last night when the humidity finally dropped below 60%. I was super excited. But in that group chat last night, it was 9:30, 9:45. I was letting the dogs outside, and the heat index was still at 9:30, 105 degrees outside. I think it's still 100 right now outside, and it looks to stay that way for the next week or so. So, what is the first thing to upgrade on a VS410? Did you go with the Phoenix? Or which one did you end up going with? I mean, honestly, you don't. The VS410, mine's completely tore apart right now because I stole the axles, but you don't really have to upgrade them at all. Like they're pretty solid. Little things here and there depending on which kit you got. If you got the Phoenix, depends on the kit. Maybe get the machine gear set. Get that before you assemble the kit, just because in case you have any gear problems, those machine ones do hold up a lot better. I think that's the only thing I've broken on my Phoenix are the gears inside the transmission. Gone through 2 sets of those, so that's why it's all tore apart, because 1, I stole the axles, and 2, I need to put the machine gears in and stuff. So it's tore apart for a while, and plus I don't know what I'm doing with it when it's all said and done. What's up, Theron? How are you doing? Gary, 107 here. Yeah, it says 111 by Saturday, but those are probably low. Yeah. This heat wave, fun little stat I read yesterday. The 7 hottest days on Earth recorded history happened in the last week. So it's warm out there, and it's warm everywhere. So, see, Theron, I got my batteries too. So I was hopping around and I forgot it was Prime Day the last couple days. They had the Z 650 4S batteries with XT30 plugs. They had 2-pack for was it $23, which is my preferred battery size for my comp trucks and stuff like that. So I got 4 of them, but I picked up another 2, especially since everything is 4S now. So always good to have plenty of comp batteries and stuff like that. The Pitbull XLs look good. Yeah, they're a good look tire, and they're a scale because they are real tires. So definitely good there. Said it has been a day. It has been a week. It's been quite miserable. Best bottle opener ever, courtesy of the wife. We had Millennium Falcon opener. And the only beer or alcohol I really drink. Some Not Your Father's root beer. I just can't drink beer anymore. It makes my belly hurt. What do we got working on? The group chats, and I have posted this. We'll work on the video here in the next couple days. But Reckless Remote Control, what's up, guys? Also enjoying a nice cold baby. Yes, just like I said, I'm not a drinker by any means anymore. Like big RC events, I'll have a few with everybody. We're all hanging around and chilling and everything. But I don't drink. Or date night with the wife, we might get something and share or something like that. But honestly, these are just refreshing too. Root beer's delicious, but alcoholic root beer is even kind of better. But they're actually refreshing, so I do enjoy those. But here is the latest build. Got the body and everything painted up and everything finished up here today. Missing just my front drive shaft. I had one short drive shaft left, but I had cut it too short, so it is not long enough at full articulation. So I ordered a new drive shaft. It'll be here tomorrow, and we'll get it done, and then it is officially, we'll be taking it out this weekend. But we have, this is the Deluxe Fab Nessie chassis under here, and this body, Theron, just for you, is the Montec crawler body. I think Josh had it on his scale, on the Scale News update a month or so back, and actually a couple of them. I have another one, the other Montec body up top. But I picked one up because this is a longer wheelbase crawler body. Even though I did cut some out, this is a 12.5 wheelbase body. And width-wise is pretty good and everything there. And I just really like the body. It's got a lower profile and everything like that, so it comes out really good. Honestly, didn't do much trimming below the doors. And the body has a built-in scale point. It has side pipes built in, so if you just simply paint them up, silver like exhaust, that's a scale point. Rather, it's built in the body, not exhaust is exhaust. So, got that all done. And honestly, pretty happy with the way everything came out. The color combo, I think, came out pretty good. I was just going to use the C3 wheels that I have on my C3, which I probably will do, honestly, because I really like my test setup there. But I did have the set of Super Shafty V2 Ospreys laying around, and I still had my original set of cut and shot Hyraxes, so I just put them together that way. I do have multiple sets ready to rock and roll. But underneath here, everything came out pretty good. Got the links and everything working good. Got all my electronics and servos in, and thanks to Theron, I got the G13 Pro, or the Atlas Pro micro winch mounted in there and all good. And you'll have to check this out too, Theron, but the winch spool guide that comes with this Nessie is pretty sweet. And then I went ahead just for safety, I did put a little guide over there, and everything there is looking pretty good. The thing it doesn't have is a rear bumper, but for what I'm going to use it for, I don't need the rear bumpers because I'm not going after points. This will probably be something that I use Crawlapalooza if I do end up making it. This will probably be what I drive there, or the Exo. Either one, I think I'll be perfectly happy with it. But gist of it though, this is the Nessie, and I am based off some XR10 with AR44s from Beef Tubes. They're beautiful. I've been wanting to do a build with the XR with AR-44s for a long time, and finally got one already, but got the rest of the last little bits, pieces, transmissions in this week, so we went to town. Got everything ready, wired up. It is working. I'm just missing the last front drive shaft, and then hopefully either late tonight or something, I'll just work on the bench build video for this one, as well as the other one. We'll pull over here on the table in a minute and get it done, and hopefully they pulled the rain out for Sunday, so we'll try to get out Sunday and get some footage of all these, because we do have one other build that I plan to get done tomorrow night and Saturday and have it ready to go, along with housework and stuff. So, busy weekend ahead. Joe, what are you putting the axles on? We will see in just a second. As soon as I pull the box over, that's what I've pulled the F10s off of. Connolly, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Sweet looking rig. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm excited for this thing. So the Nessie actually made its debut. This is Deluxe Fabs. Obviously not their first chassis. They make amazing comp chassis, but this is their first chassis on the scale side of it for us all, on the 1/10 side, and it made its debut at Crawlapalooza last year, and it did really, really well. And then saw a few more at the Rocky Mountain Regional event, and they were just doing good. So I was like, you know what? Let's. It looks like a fun build, so we got one, and honestly, really, really liking it. Joey, what servos do you use, and how much do they cost? My preferred go-to servo is the G13 Pro from 3 Bills RC, and they're $100. They are either 5S capable, which most all this run 4S, so plenty of power. That servo-wise for its performance numbers and speed, at $100, it is the best servo in that price range, give or take a little bit. But servo's an absolute monster. G13 Pro is in everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everything. I do have a G14 on the rear. Just G14 is still a super strong servo, and I had plenty of those laying around. The Bearded Bassel. Those Atlas micro winches are bad to the bone on 4S. I put mine to work at the comp at Keystone Lake last weekend. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. We did have a comp. I had it in the truck and everything ready. I got everything mounted up again. Huge thanks to Theron. So y'all can stay tuned for that. But nonetheless, thanks to Theron for helping me get all of mine mounted up exactly how I wanted them. But so mine was all ready for this last weekend. Ended up not. I had a really good. Landed a perfect run for our cash comp. Perfect -40. So I didn't need the winch. I didn't even need reverse on my controller that comp. And we were good to go. Just go and call it good. A few good lucky moments. Speaking of, if you saw the video, I think shared it on the 3 Wheelers page, but the G13 Pro legit saved me from a gate. Like, I was on without touching. There was nowhere around. I was going to either gate it or have to side winch it, and the G13 Pro moved the entire truck over, and I cleared the gate. So, definitely, really happy with the way the high-low and everything is coming along. I'm just getting more and more confidence driving that truck all the time, and especially, I think, my side plan of, especially local, it's where we can practice. We can have fun. It's not, national level serious competition. So we can really focus on certain things. And mine lately is refusing to winch unless I absolutely have to. Whether that means I tag a gate or I mess up or I drop down placement. I am working on not winching. So for me, I think that is helping out a lot. Waiting to hear back from Jesse, but the Nemesis K series should be G6 certified. Nice! That's right. She does a lot of tiny trucking. I really would like to do a G6 sometime. That just sounds fun. But it's 12 hours or some ridiculous amount of crawling time, but sounds like an absolute blast. So, I need to do some parts checking here. links in there and everything. So yeah, just so these are my Phoenix axles that I have currently stolen for a build. And they will be going with the Jekyll and Hyde. This was out for delivery during the last live stream, but it did show up. And camera's just not doing, actually it's doing really good. So this is a forged carbon fiber with some blue galaxy flake in it, and it is just absolutely beautiful. Pictures just don't do it justice, and the cameras don't either. Absolute killer. So, I got mine early, and everyone kind of flipped out because I got mine pretty early on, but I just ordered rails. So just rail orders. Did ship out first before the kits. Kits are coming. Austin's putting in a ton of work, getting everyone's kits and everything together, making sure, quality is up to his standards. He's not going to ship out kits or cut corners just to get stuff out the door. He is going to take the angry emails of people being upset if it means everything's going to be up to his standards. So that is really nice to see out there, just putting in all the work for this. But yeah, definitely really excited for this one. Super excited. So one chassis rail, but it is actually three. Three pieces for like the kind of ultimate chassis customization. The ability to move the front section. You can stretch it out here to stretch your chassis out longer, bring it in to shorten everything. Same with the rear. You can change the degree on your skid, how you feel to mount it. So super excited for this. The Jekyll and Hyde, this is the revamped version. There was a previous version. I've always wanted to build one. I just could never get my hands on one. And for whatever reason, the old Jekyll and Hyde was not Sorka legal because they classified it as twin vertical plates, which still a lot of people don't quite understand because, yeah, but honestly, any flat rail chassis could be considered that, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter anymore because the new rules, it is legal and fully ready to rock and roll. So, and again, like I mentioned, I think I touched base a little bit on it on the last one. This is a pure builder's kit. Like there's, he did a great job putting everything together as far as links, drive shafts, the whole nine there and everything. But it does take some work. It's not just simple, slap it together and call it good. Especially for like myself, I got the rails only, so everything else is up to me. Links, transmissions, the whole nine, which is fine for me because I do enjoy that. So all good, and because most of my, actually now, minus the SCX10 Pro on the Pacesetter chassis, every single chassis I run is forward biased. Forward biased, not to be confused with forward motor mount. I think I mentioned that in one of my other videos on the high-low about it being one of the first forward bias, which it is. Now, forward bias does not mean forward motor mount. Forward motor mount compatibility means forward motor mount compatibility. That's been around for a while, but forward bias chassis, putting that skid out of the center point of the chassis to the front of the chassis, is forward biased. And that is honestly still new over the last couple of years. The high-low was probably the first one with a true forward bias chassis. And others have come down the pipeline, and like the Hyde here is going to be forward base as well. Super excited with that. Super aggressive skid angle there too. So forward biased and a super aggressive skid angle. And did see these in person running at the Rocky Mountain Regional event. They're awesome. Plain and simple, they're awesome. Brother, do I do jiu-jitsu? No. I'm just skinny and lazy. The most action I get is my PS5 controller and the TV. That's the most, other than, comping and stuff outside. But no, I work in a shop cars all day long. So I mean, I'm constantly moving and lifting stuff. So that's pretty much my exercise. I don't mess with anything else. I'm just your average skinny guy. Toby, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So, but yeah, since I got rails, I had to get everything else going. So and I got just rails because I wasn't sure how I was going to build it. I wasn't sure if I was going to go C3 with it or how I wanted to go up. Then I got the Nessie. So I was like, okay, we'll go C3 with the Nessie. So we'll go class 2 with the hide. So I ended up going with F10 portals just because they're convenient to have. And I had a set because I stole them out of one of my other trucks. I have enough random links in there that I have enough random links that I think I'll be able to do good with my wheelbase and everything there. Transmission, I'm going with the Exo Alpinus transmission. So I picked up the Exo Skid, and the Alpinus transmission will actually be here tomorrow. So then we can really get going and start the build. And the rest of the Carmworks stuff, we got the dual servo mount and the new aluminum panhard mount that they offer for all the Carmworks stuff. We got a fresh new set of 80mm in the work shocks ready to rock and roll. And just snagged, I was going to get the Low Pro front brass covers for the F10s, but someone had posted a set of these front covers there and grabbed a set too for $65 for the big front ones. So I was like, that's even cheaper than the Low Pro ones. We'll get it. I'll work with my offsets later on. Not too worried about that. So yeah, we are ready to rock and roll for this thing for the most part. And yeah, you got wheels and tires lined up for it already, and it's going to be a lot of carbon fiber on that build. So we have the blue forged carbon fiber. There are some wheels coming that I will probably snag here soon, but in the meantime, we have some carbon fiber wheels here with the Carmworks forged rotors, and we also have a carbon fiber cliffhanger